All right, yeah. So I literally have just 4 questions, so this will be like a 5-minute interview.
Sure.
All right, so pretty obvious first one. I'm sure you expected coming, but why did you decide to step down as the coach?
Hey, Connor. Honestly, I mean, it's been looming over my mind for a long time. When I took the job, I never planned on doing it for 30 years. I thought a decade would be enough, but I never had a decade, like pinned down. It just so happens that my oldest daughter, she's starting her high school career, and I just couldn't, in my right mind, miss out on her athletic career because of all the time that's invested in a being a head coach of a basketball program.
Okay. And for you, what do you think is going to be the hardest thing stepping away from coaching? What do you think is going to be the hardest thing for you?
You know, Connor, I teach. I'm a middle school science teacher, and so I meet these girls in sixth grade, and I'm in their lives if they're in the basketball program all the way till they're 18 years old, and there's not going to be a whole lot of change. I'm still going to have relationships with these girls, and I'm still teaching. I'm still going to be involved in the basketball program if they still wish. I feel like I'm an okay resource, so I'm not going anywhere. It's just the relationships, because coaching a basketball program is a 365-day gig, and those bonds aren't going to be quite as close anymore. But I'm still going to be involved in their lives as a teacher and probably as an assistant coach in some regard. So it's bittersweet. It really is, because anybody who coaches or spends time around the game knows how much effort goes into coaching a varsity program. It's a lot of work, and would I be lying if I said I wasn't tired? Yeah, I am tired. A decade is a long time, but it's gonna be it'll be bittersweet. I'll have that time, but it's it's hard when you put so much time and effort into something and then to walk away from it. So I don't know if I have a perfect answer for you, but it's going to be hard, but it's also going to be nice and everything in between.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine, Coach. I understand. And I know you've had quite the coaching career, but do you have maybe a favorite memory or a couple favorite memories from your time coaching?
Oh my gosh, Connor, I've got great memories. I've got terrible memories. I've got memories that are gonna that are gonna stand out forever. I mean, um, our quarterfinal run when all my girls, Tessa and Maddie, were juniors was magical. Watching everybody come across the bridge with us, like we had like 4 fan buses, filling the gym. It was unbelievable. And then going from beating when Nagani was 20-0, and we beat him in the first round of the districts. Unbelievable. Some of the honest, I mean, not to sound melodramatic, but some of the best days of my life. And then even back in the early days, we had some game winners against Gwynn at the last second. I mean, there's honestly countless memories, and super grateful for all the girls that dedicated their time for our program. But to pinpoint one memory, now I'm telling you, I've got 10 years of really good teams, a couple of 20-win seasons back to back, and to pinpoint one is really difficult.
Okay. And last question, Coach, but what are you most excited or what are you most looking forward to now that you have stepped away from coaching? Is there something you're more excited to do now that you have some extra time?
Oh gosh, I'm an outdoors guy. I like deer season. I like ice fishing season. I like snowmobiling. There's a lot of things I'm really looking forward to. But you know what's going to end up eventually I mean, I'm watching. I did this to watch my oldest daughter enjoy her career. So watching her is going to be is the entire reason that we're having this conversation. But yeah, it's coaching. Coaching isn't for the weak of heart. There's a lot that goes behind it, and I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm going to have a whole ton of extra time on my hands. But regardless, I'm honored to have held this position for as long as I have, and I'm thankful to the Westwood school, nice community schools for allowing me to do it for 10 years. And there's gonna be a lot that I miss, but it's definitely gonna be bittersweet.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate it. I know it was kind of last minute, but thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Connor.